9:33, everybody. There's nothing like homemade soup, right? To get you through cold and flu season. When it's cold outside, right, you cozy up with your bowl of soup. Few simple additions, though, that you can take that soup to the next level so you can feel better and feel better faster. Here are some immunity-boosting soup recipes. Nutrition expert and New York Times best-selling author, Dr. Kellyann Petrucci. We love you, Kellyann. How are you?
Love to be here. Hello, hello.
Okay, so I was sick. I was on my butt and in bed for almost a week because of this darn cold that I couldn't get rid of. I was eating soups like you wouldn't believe, but I was probably eating the wrong soup. But what about soup? First and foremost, kind of like makes you feel better when you're sick.
You always need to call in the soup queen.
Yeah.
Here's how you do it. The thing about soup is that it's an anti-mucolytic. So what it does is it goes in and it gets that mucus out of the body. That's the biggest benefit of soup.
Okay.
So you always want to have it in your diet. It also decreases the duration of that cold or flu, and that's scientifically proven.
We're not talking like one, right? Because I have like one bowl of soup and I'm like, okay, well, I don't feel better.
Hey, the great thing about soup is all it does is provide you with nutrition.
Right.
So you can drink it all day long, and I'm telling you, it's scientifically proven to decrease the duration, and it's soothing. We know it's soothing.
So you're saying that there are certain foods that steer clear from when you are sick. What are they?
So I would say the biggest offender is dairy, because I talk about anti-mucolytic, and that's the benefit, loosening up the sinuses and your lungs. The best thing about dairy is that it tastes great. The worst thing is it can add mucus in your body. So even though we love it, when you have a cold or flu, stand down.
Yeah, right, and you're trying to get everything out of your system.
Trying to get it out of your system.
But you like to mix ingredients into your soups. Now, I'm usually not a soup person, but I will say when you're sick, you just got to have it.
You got to have it.
You're saying add some special ingredients to take it up a notch to help you kind of get rid of whatever illness you have quicker.
You turn it into a functional soup.
Okay.
And we love that as doctors because it makes it powerful. Now, this may sound crazy.
It does sound
if
crazy.
Okay, it sounds crazy. I know
like
that.
Crazy.
But we like it. So if you have a cold or flu, think about teas. So I use teas medicinally all the time.
Right.
They're very effective. But one of the things that you can do is take a basic chicken soup and steep in there either chamomile tea, or I love green tea. The chamomile tea, because we talk about that anti-mucolytic, because it relaxes all the vessels in your body, you get more mucus out, and you sleep better at night, because you oftentimes can't sleep when you feel unwell.
Here's what I like about this.
Okay, tell me how, dun, da, da, da.
Well, I will try to. I like that you're combining the two, because I'm having soup and then I'm doing tea, but now I could just have it all in one.
You can have it all. Hey, you can have it all. See that?
That is good.
You got to say. So, by the way, this is a trending thing. Chamomile in teas is a thing. It's like a TikTok thing.
So this is supposed to just get everything clearer quicker.
Well, it helps that because it relaxes your vessels, but it also helps you sleep better at night. And green tea is something that I love. I have all the time. I have it every day. There's so many polyphenols and antioxidants in there. So if you steep in some green tea in soup, you're going to get that powerful immune blast.
Okay, now you have specific soups for specific illnesses. If I have a sore throat, what am I doing?
Okay, so if you have a sore throat, the instant thing that we always think about, of course, because it's a bacteria infection, I'm thinking about how do I reverse engineer that and put foods in there that will help with the bacteria. First thing is always honey, because it's got propolis in there. So especially for anyone with kids, you have a daughter, the first thing you want to do is grab that honey.
Give her that propolis.
Give her that propolis, baby. The second thing is turmeric, because turmeric is known to be a good anti-inflammatory.
Okay.
So you've got all of that great antibacterial things, properties in there, and carrot pairs very well with honey.
Okay.
So you can put that in turmeric.
What is
Turmeric you can actually put in beef, tastes great, and it's very flavorful, yummy. Isn't that good?
This is turmeric.
That's turmeric.
Okay, now.
And so, by the way, if you don't have turmeric, for anyone watching, you've got to get turmeric. Go out and get it. Put it in your pantry.
And you're just throwing it into
soups.
soup.
You can throw turmeric into anything, but I particularly like it in soups because it's very effective.
Okay, vitamin C is important too, right?
Vitamin C. So, okay, let me ask you a question. Pop quiz. If you think about vitamin C, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Orange juice.
Food? Orange. Okay, guess what? There's something called thyme, the herb thyme, that actually has 3 times the amount. So this is a rosemary thyme soup. This is one of my favorites. It is so effective. And by the way, there's natural ways to deal with everything. And that's why I love this, particularly with colds and flus.
Can you have too much vitamin C when you're sick?
The upper limits are so difficult to reach, and to get it through food is going to be very difficult.
Okay, and then lastly, I love a little beef broth here, but what are you adding to it?
Okay, so say your tummy is bothering you. A lot of times, children have this a lot. Their stomach starts to bother them. The first thing you want to think about is ginger. and peppermint, because they both increase motility. So a lot of times when we're not feeling well, our stomach bothers us, we want to move things through, and a great way to do that, I mean, this is like the triple threat of all triple threats, because the beef broth is already going to move things through, cleanse you, not clog you.
You're going to make me a believer here.
Cleanse
so you're
you,
saying
not clog you.
beef broth, cleanse you, not clog you.
So the beef broth, and then you've got the ginger, which is so wonderful,
But
and
with
the peppermint.
mint?
Yes.
Should I just drink it right out of the bowl?
Yes. See, you got to get innovative. Don't be stuffy, Dan. Honestly, you got to.
Wait a second.
Okay.
That is actually my favorite one.
Yep.
Ginger.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm feeling like I'm about to clear out too.
You're about ready to clear out.
Clog.
And you know, like, and whenever you have things like fever, stomach aches, all that kind of stuff, just know it's your body's natural reaction to things. So what you want to do is assist your body, help your body. That's what wellness is really about.
I love it. All these things for specific illnesses really help you out. Not to have the dairy, the creamy tomato and stuff like that when you're sick.
You have oat milk, you have almond milk, you have all these different options now. There's no need to have something that could clog you and not cleanse you.
We love you. Thank you,
Love you
Kellyann.
back.
Appreciate you for keeping us healthy always, okay?
Always.